Welcome to another Men of War Assault Squad commentary battle, let's call that. And same map as game 11. And this time I will be playing as the Germans against the Soviets. Our opponents in the previous game, or one of them said that it would be different if he hadn't used those crappy Russian, or was it the crappy US armor. So we wanted the Russian armor instead, which basically just can take more punches. Now we'll also show you how to fly an airplane, so you will be legitimate air pilots after this game. And yeah, me putting some infantry in position. This air flying is really not worth it. Funny thing. Yeah, I can tell you how to do it. You just direct control, fly like this. Press spacebar and press the S key. If you press S, you go up, and W to go down. So there I'm flying like a happy bird. And here I am not capping. And now I'm trying to get my plane to do something actually, because it's really hard for the AI to do something with it. Here we try to take off this one off too, but I fail with my micromanagement and fly it straight into a barbed wire fence. Not good for planes. And here my opponent brings in some marines, which will pay off since it's such long range. I bought the wrong infantry. I bought assault infantry. I should have bought regular infantry so I get that MG, which is so important to the Germans, that they don't want to give it to the Russians. And my plane is just circling around right now, doing nothing. The AI actually shoots at the plane as if it was a truck. That's how fragile it is. It can actually be used for scouting. That's perhaps the best area for its usage. And Cocksmith told me that it's kind of bad manners to take those planes. I don't know where he got that from. Bad manners, yeah. This is war. There are no bad manners. And I killed that guy hiding there, and my opponent smokes, which is a good idea. So we can run more people into the area. And here I'm trying to do something again with that darn aircraft. It's really not the biggest map for it. And here I direct control some. That's why I actually get some shots off. And that's why my camera flows away. But did it get anything? I don't know. You'll have to check on the replay again if you can see me getting anything. And here I go with another assault squad infantry group. And the guy on the in-center, he really should have pushed up. If he had done that, he could have kept my point, which I'm not holding. And here you see me having trouble with forest. They really block a lot. And there you see a Russian guy trying to toss an aid at me. So my opponent is quite good. I gave him that. He's not having the best day though. And neither is Cocksmith on right flank. But not more about that now at this point. I'm just struggling right now, trying to capture. And yeah, the spawn areas in on this map is quite poor for me. My spawn area is in the bottom corner. My opponent is spawning on that brown field that is in top screen. I believe he's spawning there. I'm not sure, but I believe he's. And he has currently kept this area. But I'm doing good so far. I'm pushing. Always important to keep pushing your enemy. And there's a T-3476, the better one, the latter one, which is quite superior to my Panzer III. So I'm just hiding my tank, which is what you should do when you're facing a superior tank. And there my plane goes down. A sad minute. Sad minute. What an obscure statements. And I'm really having trouble in capping that area. At least they did some good balancing by not putting the cap area, by putting the cap area outside those trenches. Here's me shelling. If you can't beat the other tank, just avoid him and do as much damage as you can. Yeah, that forest of those, it's really in the way. I can't get a shot through. But what am I going to do? So I'm really stuck at this point, so I buy some Panzergrenadiers. If you're stuck, get some Panzergrenadiers. They will shoot through anything. And Fritz Wagner, which that is trying to capture the area by smoking. Secondary smoking. I'm trying to flank get some ambushes on him later, perhaps. That's my main plan of this. When he brings in his KVs and such, my guys will be in a position to flank him, both with small arms fire and the Panzerfausts. So that's what I wanted to do with that. And I forget this guy, putting him in there in the cap zone, so I smoke another one. Smoke me if you got him. Why waste perfectly good smoke grenades? I don't know. Who are you? And I'm buying some more regular infantry to secure that point. And there's an officer trying to cap this area, which was quite stupid. Don't know if it was my guy's officer, but yeah. That was quite stupid. It cost like 150 points or something, I don't know. That's not the way to use an officer. And also by and now it says, you see, it's different, because I'm not completely pawning his armor. That's different. He sees some nice oil barrels blowing up. I'm scared that they will blow up my tank too, so I was a bit scared. And here I'm loading some APCR. If I hit the turret, I can actually take it out. And no luck this time. But Stick Revits gets him with a Panzer 4H. I believe that's one with the skirts. Here I'm building a sandbag line, of which I hate. Hate people building sandbags. Really boring. Tells everybody like, I'm not gonna risk any of my guys by doing some offensive stuff. I will camp behind my bags. Which I will. I'm putting pressure on the left, so I don't have to. And here we see some smart stuff for you, or let's say interesting stuff. I'm flanking the trenches, which makes them obsolete. Now there's only headshots for me. And I'm just mowing down entire... Oh, it's partisans. I thought it was marines. Well, now I'm not that happy anymore. Just partisans, who cares about them? And here you see spawners right there, so... It's a bit difficult for me, but I take it out. Hull damage. And here you can see why it's good to keep your tanks alive and not throw them away. Because my points are still ticking up. My recruitment points at least. And if I save this one, I can afford a more expensive one later on. And here I'm just positioning my guys. There's a KV-85. Oh, KV-1, it's KV-1. In the center for you. And as usual, I'm putting forth a scout. And there he kills my guys. I have no idea how he knew that my guys were there. But he does a bit of a mistake here. He will kill another of my guys, but he will not kill the latter one. Can't remember if he did anything good. And here I'm flanking the KV-1, which you always should do. Support your friends, and you get those kind of kills. A bit lucky shot from me right there. Right there. And you see my Panzer III paying off instead of dying to a superior tank. Here my sniper is doing nothing. Here I'm putting up some flank cover. Since my opponent killed my flank cover, I know that he will be attacking. He does some interesting stuff, which you will notice, or I can tell you right away so I don't forget it. My panzer units, he actually takes their rifles and gives them to these tank crewmen that dies. But they had some shots with the STG-44 and they're really happy about it. Here scavenge is most valuable equipment. And there's your T-34 again. I'm shooting at it, getting its track. You really should be careful when driving in front of enemy lines, since flanking fire easily takes you out. And it's Sticker Rivets, Panzer IV again, which takes it out. And here I'm thinking of buying a 88, but I will not. Instead I'm reloading HE shells in my Panzer III, moving forward my sniper. And here Sticker Rivets tells me that he's forced my guys out of position, so I have to tell them to get back there. And if you want to know how to do that, to know your opponent or friends, you can just direct control and drive towards them, and the AI will get it that they have to move, because direct controlling is retarded, and people are retarded, so he has to move in order not to get overrun by a 30-ton tank. And there's your machine gunner dying, which is really why the Panzergrenadiers are good. They mow everything down before they get to trenches. Here I'm occupying the enemy trenches, so pushing up can be very useful, because now I have trenches and he has none, but he got flanking position on me. And here I'm telling the MG to take up position in the air tower, and now it can rain down bullets on the enemy. And in the background you can see a... is it an IS-1? Perhaps it's an IS-1, I can't remember. What does it look to you? I don't know, it's really far away. Is it a KV or an IS? I don't know. But there's a BA-11 in the midst of everything. and the sticker rates asked me to kill it, so it won't flank his tank, of whom is being shot at this moment. And here I'm just firing some HE shells in order to take it out, but it didn't work since I have such a low caliber weapon. So I'll fire some armor piercing instead and tell the AI to do it. But then I get shot by the KV or whatever it is. But luckily I got some Brandenburgers with Panzerfaust, and my Panzer III got taken out by that tank, of which I can't remember when I was not looking. KV-85 I believe it is, yes. And here I'm taking the MG from that Panzer III, but I thought there was an MG and there was none, so I was really disappointed. And here's just shooting my guy in the tower, and I thought that he would take down the entire turret, so I should tell my guy to get out of it. I don't want to waste an MG. Never, 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 never. And then I'm doing some flanking again, putting my guys on the flanking position on that trench, which will make my fire more or better. And now I can afford a Panther since I didn't buy anything else. I managed to make do with my Hetzer. Making do is always good. Good! I'm just shooting his KV. Some nice effects. They are here to be used. So blow up tanks spectacularly. Spectacularly. And then my opponent has bought an M8 and oh, what I'm saying, not an M8, and a mortar, and put it in a good position behind a wall, plus sandbags. So that's a good move by him. Really forces my guys out. That I have a Panther, so I will be killing him in some minutes, perhaps. And here I'm drug controlling since my guy is being quite lousy at shooting. At least I kill this guy who's sitting in my tower. I was there first, it's mine. And here's some direct controlling, checking grenades as usual. Makes them blow up faster. And yeah, I really need comments on my videos. I have nothing to talk about elsewhere. You'll just have to sit there and be bored all the time. So comment on these videos if you want some music or something. I don't know, I'll try to get some in-game footage or in-game sound. Yeah, definitely. I will get that. Much more important for me to play, but it's your entertainment I'm doing this for. And now I'm transferring my Panther to the other flank. I'm driving a bit close to the front with the Panther. It's definitely a target, but I'm pretty sure that the enemy haven't got any really good tanks to take me out with, since we've destroyed so many tanks. But yes, they can have something, a 90 can or something, but they don't. And there's an MG for you. Have MG. Missed that. Sitting up. So I'm just gonna sit down here and shell. And an interesting thing here is that we're actually pretty even on points, even though we are winning the center and the left. Basically they are throwing in so many units that they're keeping us busy from capping the center actually. So that's a way to go, and there's KV2. That's a quite effective method if which you can use if you're down in points, and there's no harming trying it. Throwing in units ain't that bad as long as they live for a few minutes at least. And they're hull damage, and there's a assist 2, assist 3, I don't know. I shoot it. Oh, it's an M37, really light tank gun. Stands absolutely no chance to my Panther. And I'm gonna snipe some guys. Pow! That's the one sniper shot for right there. And that MG did not die. So I'll shoot it again. Pow! And there's an SU-100 or SU-85. I can't remember what it was, but it's basically a or a tank assault gun tank destroyer. That's what it is. And they're having a hard time killing Panthers. Not the SU-100, but I don't think that's one. We'll see. No, it was an SU-85. Yeah, that has a really hard time killing me. And I'm just finishing off the KV so they won't repair it. The KV2 can actually take out me, or some parts of this tank at least, with its 152mm. And they're actually in the lead, our opposition, because they are keeping us busy from capping, or at least keeping me busy from capping. The right is not going that good, and the enemy is doing a great job over there. And here I'm really sick and tired of that mortar. Mortar! I have to pronounce it wrong. Mortar, or whatever it's called. Pronounced. It is a mortar. And that shelling will prove to be ineffective, I believe. And I'm trying to kill this sandbag so his machine gunner can shoot my guys. And there is a lot of discussions, or some discussion at least, on these different maps, which has pre-made content such as airplanes, machine guns, trenches, sandbags. And there were one map in Vanilla Man of War that had 20mm cannons and stuff, lots of mortars and such, lots of trenches, so it really became ridiculously hard. If you started losing, it was really hard to come back. But this map is pretty balanced, so nothing bad about that. This map, at least that's my opinion. There's an SU-100 for you, but I took it out. But yeah, I'm still not capping the area, so I'm killing a lot, but I'm not capping. So they're really keeping us busy. But we destroy so much of them that we will eventually turn this over. But if they had been more careful with their SU-185 and KVs and such, they could really have won this. And now I accidentally told you the ending, but one in their team has already rage quitted, so. And now I'm tired of these trenches. I should have done this a long time ago. Just flanking it with an MG, which will slaughter them now. And yeah, it was my guy that left, the guy who said that it would be different this time. But we won last time and we will win this time. So now I'm just supporting my allies. So basically this will be a mopping up operation. And there the other guy left, one guy left only. So stay if you want to see some mopping up. Otherwise you can go watch the next video. I will stay to keep the rest of you entertained if you want to see some how I play against the AI. Yeah. Or no, I'm not gonna stay. Have many videos cast, don't have time. And so I will say good game to our opponents, even though they left. Good game. It was over, so I'm not gonna tell them to keep supporting their friends. But they could have won, I don't know. They're up by 20 points, so I don't know. But good game to them. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe so you can keep watching my videos. And please comment on what you want to see. Don't be afraid to comment. I won't get mad or anything. Or if you say that I'm ugly, I will not keep commentating. I'm just busting a cap. But good game, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.